You wrote in your programme notes recently that you often watch the game afterwards and it doesn't really tell you anything differently or make it seem worse. What was the Peterborough game like when you watched it back?
If you compare the two games, the Bristol Rovers game, when we won the game with two pieces of brilliance, and actually our general play at times was a bit bitty. Whereas you watch the Peterborough game against a better team with a more passing, possession-based system, we were actually more organised, disrupted the way they wanted to play, moved the ball at times well, at times too slow, but missed out on the moments of brilliance. Big J could have had, we had a chance at the start of the second half where Greg put the ball in the box and it broke to him on his left foot and goes in the top corner. Everybody's singing and dancing, and it goes. But like I said to him, you've got to take the shot. You're not going to score with a side foot into the goalie's hands. So it's going to go in. It's going to go in with pace. So he's hit it with pace. And he's had another one late on as well where he's gone through. I think Joe Bryant's gone through, beat 2 or 3 players, and it's broke. And again, he's disappointed that he didn't hit the target. So they're 2 great chances that, if it changes the perception of the game. But the routine's the same. You can't look at it one game and manipulate it and go, well, this is what I want to see, so I'm going to see it. You've got to look at it in the cold light of day and go, this is what's actually happened. So when you get passing stats of Peterborough with the central midfield player getting 83 passes in his previous game, and going into half time, young Bobby Reid had stopped that to 17 and got on the ball himself and played. So. There are things we were doing, despite what supporters might think there are things we were doing really well in the game. So that's what, that's the message you've got to keep drumming to the players. This is a learning curve for everybody, and the sooner we can get the win, the better it will be.
It all starts with the result, though, doesn't it? When it comes to supporters, do you understand that?
Yeah. I've got no. Been in this game too long to actually. I'm not going to ever change it. It doesn't stop me trying to bang a drum and preach a message. I do that with the media. You understand. To say, look, this is what it actually is. There's so many myths about football that are just myths. On the cold light of day, they're not what they are. So we've got to make sure that we. In the right sort of way, and hopefully we do it in the right sort of way. I'm big on communicating with supporters. Hence, I take so much trouble with my programme notes. Yeah. Don't use it as well. Just a blasé. Well, I'll just write 300 words, and nobody's ever going to read them. Hopefully, people will read them and go, well, they get an insight into what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it.
Yeah. Externally, people will start looking at the lack of wins in the league. Internally, amongst the squad, do you sense that will put pressure on them? Do you think you can shield them from that, especially the younger players? It's a young group, isn't it?
No, I don't think I can shield them. I think that's part and parcel. We live in a media-driven world, and there's so many outlets for it, so it is what it is, and I can't change it. We just have to make sure that we focus on the things they've done well, and Frankie Fielding can watch that video and say, well, how have I ever not stopped? Until the cows come home, and it's never going to change it. It's how he reacts is the next thing, and he's reacted in a really good way by saving the penalty, and that comes down to preparation, because him and the goalkeeper, Coach Luke Kendall, have actually took the trouble to look at the penalty situation at Peterborough if they did get one, and Lee Tomlin puts the ball at that side and a bit of luck because he's not changed his mind. So you got to look at that, not castigate for one mistake, because he didn't make it deliberately.
Do you have to look at his confidence when you're selecting a team? I know Elliot Parish came in and did well in the cup games, albeit